Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Acn Fast Start training. My name is Tony Swantek, and want to welcome those of you that just partnered up with ACN to the ACN family. Today's training, the Fast Start training, is really designed to help you accomplish your goals with ACN as quickly as possible. And that's really the first thing we want to find out is, what would you like to accomplish with ACN? And people get started for many different reasons. Some folks, are looking to pay off credit card debt, pay off their cars, mortgage, student loans. Other people are looking to spend more time with their children, spend more time with their family. Some folks want to travel. Some people would like to set up their retirement or retire their parents. Whatever it is that's driving you, whatever it is that got you excited about ACN and what it can do for you and your family, we want to know what that is. We also want to know how much income you're looking to earn in your first 90 days. And on top of that, how many hours per week are you willing to devote to get that goal accomplished? And there's going to be a few icons that pop up during your training, a check mark and also an ACN logo. And what the check mark just means is it's a good time to pause and complete the task at hand. And the ACN logo means whatever task you're looking at doing is you should have an executive either on the phone or in person with you. And so that's the first task really, is you can, pause this, and the questions there: what would you like to accomplish with ACN? How much are you wanting to make in your first 90 days? How many hours per week are you willing to put in? Just get that down on an email and send it to your executive you're working with. Even if they're sitting right next to you, email them anyways. And here's the deal. You can pause it and do that right now. That's great. Or you can just keep moving through the training. You don't have to do anything that I recommend. You own your own business with ACN. You're the president and CEO of your own company. But this system that's put together is the same system that I used a few years ago when I partnered up to achieve massive success, the same system that my mentor used to achieve millions and millions of dollars, massive success, and his mentor utilized the same system. It's almost like a recipe. If you're making brownies and you've got all your ingredients, the sugar, the flour, the cocoa, the eggs, the butter, you've got everything. But if you decide, what, I'm not going to use eggs. I'm just going to put it all together, put it in the oven, bake it, and see what comes out. It's probably not going to be the brownies you were hoping for if you leave out one of the ingredients. Or if you decide to mix them around. If you say, I want to put eggs in now, I'm going to make everything, put it in the oven, pull it out, and then I'll crack some eggs, put it on top as kind of a raw egg icing. Once again, probably not the result you're looking for. So this training, if you follow it, it's almost like a recipe for success. I can assure you, if you follow it step by step, you hit pause and complete the task at hand, and you use your executives, it's almost like you're following the recipe and you've got a master chef standing side by side helping you make everything happen as we go through this training. So go ahead and get your goals down, get what you want to accomplish, how much you're looking to make, how many hours a week you want to do that, and get to your executive, and then we'll move forward after that. Once we get that accomplished, we know what you're looking to achieve. We've got 4 steps to success for you and your team members. The beauty of this system is you can plug your team in to the exact same system and know that they're getting the training they need to go to that next level with ACN. And it's the same training I went through, as I said, when I first started out in this industry. I was really, broke. I was living back home with my mom and dad. I'd moved back in at the age of 23. I had no money in the bank account, no cash in the pockets. I was behind on my bills, behind on my promises, and I was just looking for something. I was looking for a way to stop struggling. And I was very blessed to find this opportunity, to find this system, and to plug in. I was teachable. I was trainable. I did everything they asked me to do, and I've been very blessed to have made millions of dollars over the years in this industry. And bottom line, my job and my goal is to help you achieve your goals, your dreams for yourself and your family by following through this system, guys. So the first 4 steps, we've got number 1, set up your ACN storefront. A lot of you have probably already done that. Step number 2 is to earn your first check. That's a pretty good step to get accomplished and start making money right away. We want to do that before you're done with the training today. Step 3, to start building your team and to start earning free service, especially the free cell phone service with Flash Wireless. And step 4 is going to basically help you continue your training. This will be the first of many, many trainings that you'll go through over the next few days, over the next few weeks, few months. And as you get to the highest levels in the company, you'll be going through trainings for years, just getting better and better and better. And we're going to want to continue your training. So step 1, setting up your storefront. If you've already done that, great. You'll be able to move through this quickly. If not, this is one of those things where you're going to want to get with an executive and have them help you set up your storefront. Make sure that you've got the proper sponsor ID number to put in, and make sure you're getting signed up in the proper organization. And then once you get your storefront set up, we can move on. So if you need to pause it, go ahead. If not, let's go ahead and move on. Because step 2, once you've got your storefront open, is to earn your first check. And no matter what your long-term goals are, our first goal is going to be to help you earn your first check in 1 to 2 days. And if you help people earn money fast, that's going to help you hit your goals for yourself and for your family very fast. And the steps to earning your first check, number 1, go to your online storefront. You just set it up. Step 2, you want to start getting paid on your own services. If you open a McDonald's restaurant, you probably wouldn't go to Wendy's for lunch every day. Same thing here. You own a communications company. You own a security company, a television company. So when I first got started, I wasn't the most business-minded guy, but most people that we partner up with, I guess, just with technology, people are more and more business-minded than ever before. There are going to be a few people like I was where it's going to be almost like pulling teeth. They just don't get it. They don't understand getting paid off their own bills. And I know some of you and probably most of you think that's silly, and it's just kind of common sense that, oh, I pay this bill every month. If these guys are going to send me a check every month that I pay it, that sounds pretty good to me. But for me, being an employee mindset type of person, and that's the way I was raised, it took me a while to really understand this concept. And I know for most of you, you're going to probably just go, hey, I pay these bills every month. I want to get paid on them. So what I'd like you to do, if it makes sense, how it makes sense to me, is to hit pause, get with your executive, and just let them know, if you're right there with them or if you're on the phone with them, hey, I want to start getting paid on my own bills every single month. And that executive you're working with is going to walk you through your storefront and show you exactly how to do it. Once you got that accomplished, we will get together with a 10-person customer list, and I kind of call it your flat tire friends. We want a list of 10 people that, if you were out on the highway late at night coming back from a long trip and 1 in the morning and your tire goes flat, you don't have AAA, who are you going to call? Who are your friends, your family members, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, best buddy? Who are the people that you could call up, pick up the phone, and they'd be there for you? They'd be there to help you. So go ahead, take a quick, 2 minutes, hit pause, fill out your flat tire friend list, top 10 list of people that if you were in a bind, these are the folks that are going to help you out. Once you've accomplished that, the 4th and final step to earning your first check is we're going to want to meet with or call, instant message, or text those folks on your list. And you're not going to do that by yourself. You're going to have your executive with you every step of the way. And as we're going after customers, we're going to focus on the cause. ACN literally has provided over 1 million meals for hungry children here in the United States in 2014. Our goal is to feed 1.5 million children over the next 12 months. And with your help, we can and will make a difference. Every time a customer pays their bill, a child gets fed. And that's really what our focus is. We've got a script, and there's different scripts you can use. Your executives might have several for you. But you want to pick one out that you're comfortable with along with your executive, and you want to start approaching these people and asking them to support you and to feed hungry children every month when they pay their bills. And if they say yes, if they say they're open to supporting you, you're going to get yourself out of the way, and you're going to let your executive take over from there. Your executive is going to help you get your first 2 or 3 customers outside of your household so you see how it's done. We'll never ask you to do something that, number one, we haven't already done ourselves, and number two, we're never going to ask you to do something by yourself where you're going to need some help. And this is one of those areas. Go ahead and press pause, get with your executive, and they're going to help you text or call your first 10 flat tire friends, or meet with them for coffee, or go to their house. We're going to help you get those first few customers right away so you can literally start feeding some hungry kids and move forward through the compensation plan. Because once you've done that, you've already earned your first check with ACN. You moved over your own services. You got a couple friends or family members to try your services through your website. Congratulations. Your first check is already on its way. You're in the money. You're starting to make money with ACN. A lot of you, this might be your first couple hours since signing up, and it's something to get excited about that you've already earned your first check, so congratulations. After that, we're going to want to start building your team. And we're going to start with a 100 names list, and we want to put the A-listers up at the top. We'll also include your flat tire friends. Some of those people that just became your customer, we're going to circle around and share the AC information with them. We want business owners, network marketers, high-income individuals. We want as many people as you can, and I know your list for most of us is all in your phone, a piece of paper, or on an email, and send that to your executive. So go ahead and get that done. You can pause the video, get your top 40 out of your list ready to go, and we're going to help you contact those people. Because there's a lot of different ways that we can share the vision of ACN with people, through 3-way calls, webinars, 2-on-1 presentations, coffee shops, luncheons, dinners, BOM, that's a business opportunity meeting. We have those at hotels and some of the bigger marketplaces. And probably the most important is what we call a private business reception. That's something you'll have in your home, in your apartment. It's your grand opening. And it's something you want to schedule within your first 72 hours. So that's probably one of the most important things you can do, is contact your executive and let them know, hey, I need to schedule my grand opening. If it's Monday, you guys might set it up for Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. Great. Once you've done that, we can keep moving forward. So once you've set up your PVR, your grand opening, we're going to start inviting those first 40 people to take a look at ACN within the next 72 hours. Now, we can call them, and if you're going to call them, you're going to need to do some role-playing with your executive. You can instant message them or text them, and your executive can help you start doing that right now. Text is definitely the fastest and one of the most efficient ways to invite people. But if you're not a big texter, we can definitely share with you how to call. Your executive will show you how to do that. And remember, when you're inviting people to listen to the information, you've already earned your first check. If you followed along this training, you're already in the money. So have confidence when you start talking to your contacts, and your executives are going to help you do it. Here's some examples of text messages that I use if I want to meet up with someone and share the information. You know, something as simple as coffee, question mark. Or, hey, what does your schedule look like this week? I'd like to get together. Let's meet up someday this week. Are you free Wednesday night at 7? If that's going to be your grand opening, you know, you can tell, hey, are you free Wednesday night? Are you free to have breakfast or lunch in the next few days? And a lot of the people are going to say, sure, you know, what's up? What's going on? You want to let those people know there's going to be some business dialogue. You know, I just started a new business project. It's something you're going to want to see. My friend's going to fill us in over coffee. Or, you know, if you're inviting them to the PBR, hey, I've got an executive who's coming by my place Wednesday night, so you're free. And then you edify the presenter. You speak highly of the presenter. You don't need to talk about ACN. You don't need to talk about $4.99 to get started. You don't need to talk about, you know, the cell phone, internet, TV, home phone. all you're doing is identifying, hey, I've got an executive who's very successful. They're looking for some people to help them expand the project. I don't have a lot of the details. You know, yeah, you can text me. I know deals in energy deregulation and banking, but this gentleman or this lady is a top executive, and they're going to have all the information. So keep it short this week. Your executives are going to help you send your first 10 texts. So you can go ahead and pause it, and you want to send your first 10 texts out right now, as long as you've got an executive on the phone with you, or you've got it right there beside you. Start inviting, start asking people to take a look at the information. And once you've done that, we're going to have you list top 10 out-of-town prospects. If you've got people that you know you can't get face-to-face in front of over the next 72 hours, maybe they live in a different city, maybe they live in a different state, you're going to want to still share the information with them. And here's a quick webinar invite script. You can pause it and get that all written down. But, you know, you can text that to somebody. You can call somebody. You're basically getting their email address and sending them some information they're going to want to see. And right now, I'd have to pause the video and send 10 text messages out to your out-of-town prospects, people that you want to take a look at the information, but you can't get face-to-face with them. So once we've accomplished that, we're starting to move up the ladder in the compensation plan. You've already gotten qualified. You've earned your first check for $40 if you've followed the system thus far. Anyone that you introduce to the company that gets qualified, you're going to make a $25 what we call customer acquisition bonus. Every penny that the company pays out is based upon customers being acquired. If you help your new people get customers, you help them make their first check, you're going to make a check as well. Now, as we move up the ladder in the compensation plan, if you're here and you've followed this system so far, followed the recipe to success, you're already a qualified team trainer. And here's what's beautiful. You've already shared the information with a few out-of-town people, and you've invited at least 10 people to take a look at the information in your hometown. So we've started to pique 20 people's interest. If out of those 20, we just have 2 people that like the information and decide this is something they wouldn't mind partnering up with, if they get started and go through this exact same training and they get to this slide, by the time they get to this slide, both of them will have earned $40 and gotten qualified, and that would have forced you up the ladder to executive team trainer. You help your people succeed, and you succeed. As an executive team trainer, every new qualified team trainer you bring in, they get a few customers, that's going to put $30 in your pocket. And that's unlimited. As many people as you bring in, you keep making $30. If you keep helping people promote, you move up. As executive team leader, you start getting $80 for new qualified team trainers, new people you bring in and help them get customers and help them make money. As you move up to the higher levels, team coordinator, that puts you in a position to earn up to $280 for every individual you introduce to the company. And as your team starts to introduce people to the company, you're making commissions off of those people and bonuses off of those people as they gather customers. So, even if you're really part-time, if you're a team coordinator, you bring in 4 or 5 people every single month, and that's it, just around your busy schedule. They get signed up. They go through this training. You're putting over $1,000 in your pocket every single month if you're doing that. And now there's people that work with us that put in 20 people. There's people that put in 100 people a month. There's people that work with us that put in 1,000 people a month. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that if you're teachable and trainable and you follow the system, you can continue to move up the ladder from team coordinator to regional director, regional vice president, and eventually senior vice president. It's just a matter of following the system that's already in place. Now, as we're out there sharing the information with our potential prospects, people who will sign up, we're also at the same time working on earning free services, whether it's our home phone or business phone service, or whether it's our flash wireless. That's probably the one that I focus on the most, ACN flash wireless cell phone service. We also, if you're in an energy market, have Power Your Home where you can get free gas, free electricity. But the free wireless service, guys, is crucial. And some of the people that you share the ACN information with, the ACN vision with, it's not going to be the right time for them. Some of them, are going to say flat out, no, I'm not interested. But we want to turn those and the not yets into customers. And free cell phone service, guys, creates massive value, thousands of dollars in savings for families. I've had people with 5 cell phones in their household getting them all for free, saving $300 a month. Thousands of dollars, $3,000+ a year, and just pouring that into their mortgage payment every year. And instead of a 3-year mortgage, they're going to have a 15-year mortgage paid in full. They'll save probably $100,000+ in interest payments because we help them get free cell phone service. It's a great way to build value in the ACN opportunity. Get referrals from your customers and help your customers get free service. You want to get this done within your first 30 days, guys, so you can tell your story. You can show people your free service. You can show them the bill. And not only that, you're going to help to feed part of those 1.5 million hungry kids in America that ACN is going to provide meals for. You'll be a big part of it if you just go out and get your free cell phone service and help others to do the same. And wrapping up with training, guys, is step 4 is training and support. We have a conference call we run on Monday nights. What I'd ask all of you to do, go ahead while you're watching this. You can pause if you need to, but just text the letters ACN to the number right there up top of your screen, 512-843-8259. That's our group text message list. You'll get 1 text a week, usually about 30 minutes before our training call on Monday night. You'll get a text message just reminding you that there's a call coming up and that here's the number to dial in, here's the code to use. So go ahead, text that ACN to that number, and you'll be added to the text list. After you've done that, guys, we've got different levels of training, from local trainings, regional, international events. The Solid Digital website, we've got the Fast Start training on right here. There's also some amazing training on YouTube. If you just go to YouTube and search for SVP University ACN, you type that in the search, you're going to see classes come up. Tons of classes. If you just watch 1 class a day for the next 30 days, you'd be surprised at how quickly your income rises with ACN. Instead of watching your favorite TV show, take a break and start watching people that are wealthy that are going to help you become wealthy. And remember why you're here, guys. Our job is not to set your goal. Our job is to help you achieve your goal. And if you want to spend more time with your family, then we're going to help you do that. If you want to take that vacation and take the family out to the beach, we're going to help you do that. If you want to retire your parents, our job's going to be to help you do that. But keep that in your forefront. If you follow this system all the way through, understand you did everything. If you follow the recipe, you're that much closer to helping your family and yourself achieve the financial goals that you set out to achieve. The last thing I'd ask you is if people are going to achieve success at ACN, and we've been doing it for over 20 years, and there's people that have made millions of dollars doing this, if there's people that are successful and they're doing it right now today, why not you? If people are going to send their kids to the private school that they want to send them to, why not you? If people are living in the dream house that they want to be living in with their families, why not you? If people are traveling all around the world with their families, why not you? And the other question I'd ask is, why not now? If you're where I was, a few years ago, broke, behind on my bills, behind on my promises, wondering what I was going to do to get out of this rut, there's no better time to get out of a rut than right now. And ACN can help you do it, and we've helped thousands of people do it. I was hanging out with some of my friends last week in an international convention with Donald Trump, and you can see the pictures on your screen. These are just a few of the thousands of people that have had success in ACN. Pat and Mike, with their brother, getting ready to take a helicopter trip to Manhattan downtown to do some meetings. You've got Artie and his family there on a Wednesday doing some kayaking at the lake house when everyone else is at work. They're out kayaking and having fun. There's Al, great friend of mine, getting on his plane in Dallas, getting ready to take his friends and family out to Europe to spend some time, for about a week on his private jet. Then you've got Danny, who in his 20s built that dream home you see. Not only did he build a dream home for himself and for his family, but he built an entire wing that his church needed funds for. He funded the entire thing. So there's a lot of things you can do for yourself and your family But if you hit the higher levels in ACN, there's a lot of things that you can do for your community above and beyond feeding the hungry children that you are already feeding right now because you got your own services moved over and you started to get some outside customers, some friends and family members as customers. Why not you? Why not now? I appreciate you guys taking that step forward, becoming a part of the ACN family. If you followed this training system step by step and you did everything that was asked of you, I want to congratulate you because you've already earned your first check. And I hope you've watched this training within your first 24 to 48 hours because that's a good story. It's a good testimony to tell people I'm the money. I got started a day ago. I'm already making money. So if you followed this system to a T and followed this recipe of success, congratulations on not only earning your first check, but congratulations on the fact that you've got a minimum of 20 people you've already approached to share the ACN information with, to pique their interest, to let them take a look, to become your customer. And for those of you that follow this step and plug more and more people in your organization through this first Fast Start training, not only are you going to find success, but you're going to help tens of thousands of other people achieve their dreams and goals that they're looking for. We can each make a difference, and we can make a way bigger difference than you think. It's not just you. Every person you talk to, you're planting that seed, and there's people right now praying for an opportunity. There's people right now, just like I was, behind on their bills, behind on their promises, hoping that someone will share an opportunity with them. Why not you? Why not now? Welcome to the ACN family. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you in person, shaking your hand, and I'm sure I'll see a lot of you at the top.